the home of quality broadcasting. We have a whole lot to showcase on our network, from quality music video, crusade and outreach activities, movies, comedies and African drama, interview and special feature, baby shower, engagement, weddings and a whole lot more. We are into business promotion. Join our network and do business with us today as we add value to your mobile devices, online and on your TV set. Don't forget to join us for our Real Gospel Hour, Real Gospel Talk with pastors from all around, and our powerful confident prayer time. It's Voice TV Africa, showing the rest of the world of Africa you don't know. Voice TV Africa, proudly African. Voice TV Africa, the station that blesses your soul.
Liberia, it's your day. It's time to party. This is real Spain. Doing it for y'all. I am proud to be a Liberian, and I don't care what anybody go say. I will jump and sing and shout hooray, 'cause today is our Independence Day. Liberia, oh our day. Liberia, we are free. Liberia, number one. Liberia, Liberia, our day. Liberia, we are free. 'Cause today is our day. Liberia now my country, now my motherland. Land I be where them bomb me. That's why I started the hustling. So if you don't know me, don't judge me. We don't want gunshots, we don't want po-po. All we want is equal rights and peace to make our dough. Hey, yeah. Liberians, you and me, Liberians, me and you. Let's live in harmony and peace who prevail. Do what is right and good and take our children back to school. Hard work and determination and we will fail. Economically, strategically, physically, we can make a difference automatically. Let's live in unity, all for one and one for all. I am proud to be a Liberian, and I don't care what anybody go say. I will jump and sing and shout hooray, 'cause today is our Independence Day. Liberia, oh our day. Liberia, we are free. Liberia, number one. Liberia, Liberia, our day. Liberia, we are free. 'Cause today is our day. How long will you cry? Tell me how long? Rise up, forget about the past. It's dead and gone. Don't hate your brother, for you're capable of doing wrong. All we have to do is join hands and sing this song. We are free. Liberia, we are free. Oh, no more war. Forever we are free. Time when we are, oh man, baby, and if you get Naraja, oh, fire, you mapa, remember, Bombaga, are you ready? Bombaga, people, are you ready? Independence Day, jump and shout to it, screw face, baby, I am proud to be a Liberian, and I don't care what anybody will say. I will jump and sing and shout hooray, 'cause today is our Independence Day. Liberia, oh our day. Liberia, we are free. Liberia, number one. Liberia, Liberia, our day. Liberia, we are free. 'Cause today is our day. My people, today is your day. It's time to party. You know, time to shake that stress off. Forget about the past, it's dead and gone. Now sing with me, let's go. Say whoa, whoa. Say whoa, whoa. Yeah, 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 yeah. Say boo, 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 boo. Okay, when I say screw, you say face, screw face. bend down, bend down, Liberia, bend down, say put your hands up, put your hands up, this is Crew and the Fits, Ajay, Liberia, Liberia, we are free, Liberia, no more war, Liberia, Liberia, our day, Liberia, we are free, today is our day, Liberia, our day, Liberia, we are free, Liberia, no more war, Liberia, Liberia, our day, Liberia, we are free, today is our day.
Good evening, and of course, a wonderful time to be here again. And of course, I'd like to say good evening and a pleasant welcome to the show. Today is Wednesday, and of course, Wednesday is the 13th of August, and the year is 2025. I'd like to say welcome to the show, and hopefully we are expected to be joined by our colleagues from around the country. A team of journalists will be here. We're hoping that they're going to be here. And of course, what are we discussing tonight? On the show, we will be delving into the issue of drugs, the fight against drugs, as to whether Rivers as a county is kind of taken seriously. That's what we're going to be looking at. We want to go straight to the points to discuss or to let you know exactly what we want to be discussing. We'll be talking about, in the first place, it seemed to be like a cover-up now. Instead of fighting drugs, instead of protecting society against illegal drugs, we are sensing what we call cover-up. So once you are connected, you can do drugs and you're going to walk free. Now, Aaron Bligh is an officer of the LDEA. Bligh was arrested with drugs, allegedly at the Nima Junction checkpoint. And yes, he was reprimanded or he was jailed. And we're talking about more than 6 months now. Bligh is yet to go to court. Is he in Rivers? The biggest question that remains unanswered. He's not going to court. He's not in the county. Remember, he is an LDEA officer and was caught escorting drugs from the Yapatan checkpoint, not Yapatan, but the Timor Bridge checkpoint. That is the first checkpoint when you are leaving from Buchanan, the first checkpoint in Rivers. And he was knocked down at the Nima Junction checkpoint. Now, how did it happen? The transporter, the alleged transporter, will get to one of the checkpoints and is escorted by an officer to the next checkpoint. So while he was en route to the checkpoint at the Timor Bridge, the first Rivers checkpoint, we got an intel that a drugs transporter is traveling with drugs. His final destination is Sino, but he's being escorted by officers. So one Aaron Bligh is posted at the checkpoint, the Timor Bridge checkpoint, to escort him from the Timor Bridge checkpoint to the Nima Junction checkpoint, where another officer will escort him from there. So when we got the information, we were being very much skeptical because we didn't want someone to call him and say, oh, people finna get it to know. So I call some of our guys and say, this is what happening. And they say, are you sure? And I say, yes, I'm sure. So we call the county attorney and let him know this is the situation. And while we were talking, yes, Blai passed on a bike through Yapatan. So he was en route to Nima Junction. And the county attorney placed a call to Nima Junction that one Blai is coming. In fact, Officer Blai is allegedly escorting drugs. Now, before the county attorney placed the call, Blai and the transporter were already in an area where there's no network coverage. So he couldn't have received call from Nima Junction to say, Elan Blue. He could not have received call from any other place again because he was out of coverage. So before he got there, the information was already there. There was no way to cover up, and he was arrested. He was taken to Cestus. The stories are there, different outlets carry the story. I even did the story. But then, he's yet to be tried. 2 different terms of court, and he's yet to be tried. He is not in the county. Well, where is he? We have been asking this question, whether you sent to Grand Jida or other prisons, but he's not in Riverses. And I can tell you for free that he was spotted in Monrovia working as an officer at one of the basic intersections or junctions in Monrovia. We don't want to call that place because, yes, for some reasons. That was the issue of Blai. So because of a connection, being an officer and this, and since Blai was arrested with drugs, others who were arrested, some of them have been tried and been sentenced, but Blai is yet to face trial. Then another lady at the Timor Bridge checkpoint was also arrested with drugs, jailed, and was allegedly raped or harassed while in police custody pending court trial. And that officer who did that, plus the girl, up to press time, up to the time we are starting this show, no information about them. Are they in the county? We have asked the hard questions. The whereabouts of these people. Because of that. Now, here's the thing. This girl cannot go to trial now because an officer of the LMP had molested her while she was in prison. So when you press charges against her, know that they say you hold roll push. So because of that, it is where it is today. And that, where are we headed? When the president of the Republic of Liberia had declared the issue of drugs as a national emergency, and because of connection, people are walking freely when they are arrested. That's the discussion. Again, what can we do as people? Why is it that way? Does that mean, where do we see Riverses? The generation after us is gradually dying. And that's why we are here tonight. Cyrus is already in studio, and we are waiting the rest of the crew. But whatever the case is, we're going to jump into it. Follow us tonight, share the video, invite someone to watch with you. Cyrus, good evening, bro. Cyrus, good evening.
I am muted.
I am muted.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm getting a very fast. But okay, thank you. I think it is wonderful to be here again on another edition of the program. Good evening, Riverside and Frontline Focus. It is good to be here, and I think the discussion is quite important. Like somebody was asking why, in recent time, you guys are so concerned about the jobs cases, the jobs issue, and the rest of it. I was like saying, this month I consider it to be a drugs month because this is the month that they say no to drug campaign were launched. So many of the discussion going to be, going to center around drugs and sorry, we're going to center around drugs and how we can tackle the issue of drugs. So I think it's wonderful. It's wonderful. Like you laid a basis. One person who been following some of these cases you talk about, but I think I have a very enough information as it relates to some of the cases because I've been following it from the beginning, to from the beginning up to now. I actually been following these cases, so I believe that I have some essential or enough information that I think I can provide on this platform tonight. So I'm grateful to be here, and we hope that other colleagues who promised to join us tonight, so that we can all discuss the issue of drugs. Other people have already started taking actions, like in Grand Bassa, like in Monrovia, and other places. People already started breaking down makeshift, structures that some of the guys occupied. So I think we need to start doing same here in Riverside. We need to start, taking actions. We need to start doing something to show that yes, indeed, we are ready to fight drugs. We are all in the fight together. So I think it's good to talk about some of these things, and we have to be more objective. We have to act. We have to work in everything. So I'm happy to be here, Eric. It's wonderful to be on the platform tonight. Hello.
Sorry, I was kind of muted. Yeah, Cyrus, thank you so much, and you got it correct. Because I mean, you are right, and it's good that you have a vast knowledge when it comes to some of these information we just provided. I know I did a story on Aaron Blai when he was arrested, and I mean, if you just Google, you're going to find that story. But Cyrus, let's just take this music, and then when we come back, you are going to give us some information on the Aaron Blai and the girl who was raped while she was in police cell. So let's just take this musical break, and then we come back, and of course, we can go into that. Thank you ever so much, and we are awaiting the rest of the crew to join us. But whatever the case is, if they don't join us, I mean, we're gonna continue with the show. So let's take this song.
Let's celebrate and have a peaceful home. Sweet Liberia, land of liberty is our home. Let us keep it standing. It's the one and only home that we have. Sweet Liberia, land of liberty is our home. Let us keep it standing. It's the one and only home that we have. Sweet Liberia, love is all we need to make a stand. Let's celebrate and have a peaceful home. Love is all we need to make it stand. Let's celebrate and have a peaceful home. Sweet Liberia, land of liberty is our home. Let us keep it standing. It's the one and only home that we have. Sweet Liberia, land of liberty is our home. Let us keep it standing. It's the one and only home that we have. Sweet Liberia, love is all we need to make.
Oh, yes, indeed. What a wonderful evening here tonight. And of course, as we said, this show, we want to have a very much participatory. If you are following us via Facebook, the number is on the screen, 0886 507973. That's the number there on the screen. And you can call that number once you want to participate on the show. We are waiting Joycelyn. She tried coming on. And the lines are open. Cyrus will later on read the line for the studio. You can call any of the lines. So, yes, Cyrus. So, firstly, you're going to take us up to speed. You're going to talk about, firstly, we want to talk about Aaron Bligh. Then we will talk about the lady who was, used the word, exploited sexually. And then we're going to move on with the discussion. Then we're going to be talking about what impact this is going to have on Rivercess if drugs, people who are involved with drugs are being treated with special care. With what does it mean for Rivercess? What is it going to do to the next generation? Those are things we're going to be looking at. But let's hear you, Cyrus. Talk to us first. Let your viewers, let the listener know. Let's talk about Aaron Bligh. Go ahead, Cyrus.
I hope you unmute me. Okay, thank you, Eric. You know, I will clearly state that I am not a legal person, but I think when it comes to some legal issues, I can, consult legal people.
I'm just hoping that the network will behave incestors tonight, because tonight, a lot of things we're going to unveil on this show, seriously speaking. So I'm just hoping that the network will behave and it will not keep, going off and on with you, Cyrus. Yes, so I'm just hoping that it's going to behave. Yes. Let me say good evening to Jocelyn. Jocelyn, how are you? Jocelyn, are you here? Good evening. I don't know. Oh, okay, she left. So the network is giving Sarah's problem, but Sarah is going to come back. But let's talk about the girl who was arrested with the drugs and he was tampered with. It will surprise you to know that the girl was pregnant. And then while she was in police cell, she was tampered with. She was allegedly assaulted. She was raped. The officers that are supposed to protect us. Somebody is in the cell, is accused of possessing illegal substances, and while waiting to be sent to court in police custody, and that person was raped. It will shock you to know that when that happened, she was taken to the hospital. And because she was pregnant, and then the belly spoiled, we put it in our simple way, simple English, the belly spoiled. So the nurses at the hospital were now focusing on saving the life of this girl because the pregnancy had already spoiled.
Each of them cost $300.
So the pregnancy, sorry for that feedback, the pregnancy spoiled. Catherine, a lady in Yapatan, was the person who took the girl to the hospital. She's a wife to one DA officer. I don't know whether he's still DA officer because I'm told that when he went for the drugs test and what a few, he was among those who did not make it, even though it is yet to be made known to the public that he didn't make it. But his wife was the one who carried this girl to the hospital. And when he carried the girl to the hospital, because the pregnancy was being removed or spoiled, whatever, so the nurses were only focusing on saving this girl's life, and they did not establish, they did not focus on the issue, this rape issue. However, the whereabouts of this girl is unknown, because if this girl, if the press charges on this girl, the officer in question, the rope will hold the boot. So, Saros, welcome back. Internet issue again, network issue. Jocelyn, welcome to the show. Good evening. Too bad. Why everybody going off and on? Saros, welcome back.
With me. Yeah, so I hope you getting me. I hope you getting me. We got disrupted by the internet. I don't know what's the problem from your side, but I think it's good to be back. Like I was saying, Eric, I hope you getting me. Hello.
Saros, go ahead. I'm muted because I don't want you getting the feedback from my end. So go ahead.
Okay, no problem. No problem. Thank you. Like I said initially, I am much knowledgeable when it comes to these cases because I follow it from the onset. But when it comes to legal issues, as a journalist, how you engage it to the public, you have to be more careful because this may lead to, some kind of leak or hindrance. So I think I will discuss the the surface of it. I think I will discuss the surface of it, what the people need to know about of the case. With regards to the Aaron Blakey case, I follow it because I always go close to security personnel in terms of security and media relations to enable free flow of information so that the issue of mis and disinformation can be provided. So when Aaron Blakey was arrested by the Liberia Drugs Enforcement Agency, I was contacted by the commander, Josh Kemokai, letting me know that someone was arrested. So he invited the press. I was there, Methuselah was there, and we had an interview with the suspect. We had an interview with the DA commander, providing information on how Aaron Blakey was arrested. But one clarity he made or he provided was that Aaron Blakey is not an assigned DA, but rather he is DA aide. So he helped the LDA intern back to, to carry out an arrest, but he is not an employee of the LDA in Riverside County. So Aaron was arrested, brought to Cestus, and then later forward to court, and he was sent to the Cestus City Prison. So according to people close to the judiciary, we were told that Aaron was not doing too well. He was not responding to treatment, or he was not doing well in prison. So they have to release him on humanitarian basis so that he can go and get a treatment. So Aaron was released, and then he has been taking treatment since then. So like you asked, where is Aaron? I think as the law concerned, if a person is released on medical bill or on humanitarian basis, that person, when they get better, they have to come back so that they can face in prosecution, but not the case with Aaron. So, but we are still looking because this is the occurred term of court. Aaron was arrested in November of last year, if I stand to be corrected. It's almost a year now since he was arrested. He has not been prosecuted only because he was sick and the rest of it. So all these cases are surfacing because Liberia is now standing tall against drugs abuse. So if people who were arrested with drugs, I think they should be prosecuted to serve as deterrent, to serve as, so that people who may want to venture into that will kind of be afraid. So that is the whole background about the Aaron Blakey issue. Most of the time we ask the county attorney, and let's say, oh, Aaron Blakey will be brought to the county. Aaron has been on treatment and the rest of it. But this is a legal issue, so probably there are some legal, situations surrounding that. So I don't think that I have the requisite legal idea to go deep into that. With regards to the police officer situation, I think it is a similar issue. I followed the genesis of that case. A 17-year-old girl, I think she is a teenager. We reported that story. She's a 17-year-old girl, and at the time she was writing the wax exam. She was leaving from Monrovia to Sino. Our reporter Temon Sewa had an interview with her that she was heading to Sino when somebody gave her a pillowcase in Buchanan or around the halfway to carry that pillowcase to Sino to somebody, not knowing that it was drugs, that was in it. So she was arrested around the Timo Bridge checkpoint by the John security after they carry out, their normal, search. So she was arrested and brought to Cestus City, where she was detained at the withholding cell in Cestus. According to reports, she was allegedly raped by an officer identified as Romeo, who was on duty that night. Romeo allegedly raped her and then he escaped the county. So through an effort by the joint security and the effort of other security apparatus outside of the county, uh, Romeo was arrested and brought back to the county. He was charged and then sent to court, and later he was, reprimanded at the Cesar City Central Prison. So these are the kind of knowledge I have about these cases when it comes to how far they are. So these are legal cases, and if you don't have the legal idea, if you don't know some of the legal issues, you normally don't venture into that. But we hope that they are fast trial, like one thing the county attorney promised during the opening of the August term of court. They have strategized another means in fast tracking cases called the first flat method, meaning that as soon as the case comes in, we can adjudicate it on time so that somebody cases can be dealt with. So I think that's far I have gone, and that is the knowledge I have when it comes to the cases. So Eric, I hope.
Thank you very much, Cyrus. Thank you for providing the information you just provided. Thank you ever so much. You are correct. But I think I wanted to ask you one question. Let me just quickly ask that question. Then we will welcome Joycelyn. Joycelyn is also facing network problem, but we are hoping that she's going to face it anytime soon. Where is Romeo now? Cyrus, where is Romeo?
Of my knowledge, if I can say, Romeo was arrested, charged, and sent to court. So I'm not too sure, but I think Romeo should be at the Shasta City Central Prison. Yeah, I think Romeo, because he was reprimanded at the Shasta Central Prison. So to the best of my knowledge, I think Romeo should be at the Shasta City Central Prison awaiting court trial.
Where is the girl? The 17-year-old girl. Where is she?
Yeah, so the 17-year-old girl, I think we have to do a more follow-up on that because when she was tampered with, because she also committed a crime, most especially the crime she committed is non-billable, is a state crime. So I cannot speak to her current location now because I cannot speak to that, to be honest. I don't want to lie about the well-being, whether she is in prison or whether she's somewhere, which I don't know. So I don't think that I can speak to that.
Thank you very much, Cyrus. We just talked to ask those questions so that we get things clear. So you just talked about her offense is non-bailable. Now, that's drugs issue. We know that it's not bailable under the law, the drugs law. But here you have Romeo. I'm like you said, we all are not legal people. But a crime that is non bailable is committed, and the person is in prison. What we see when you are sick, they send one sheriff with you, and that sheriff takes you to the hospital. And even if you are admitted, you are handcuffed on your hospital bed. Aaron Bly was arrested November of 2024. This is August 2025. December 2024, Aaron Bly was released on medical bill bond, or how you call it, humanitarian or whatever, a drug suspect. And the issue of the commander, that clarity he provided, how on earth you say this guy is not an assigned officer of the LDEA, but he works with the LDEA? He wears their uniform, he goes on operation with them, And you're saying he's not an assigned officer of the LDA. That's one thing. So he's connected, because if he was not connected, an LDA officer or commander will not take an area over to and say, let's go and raid. Go to the checkpoint. Go and serve God. They won't do that. But because of his connection to them, he was being seen in the community as, in fact, he was carrying himself as an LDA officer until he got arrested with the very drugs he was to arrest. And then the commander was like, hey, the man is an LDA officer. Yes, but he was working with you. So he committed a crime, an offense that is not bailable, but he's on medical freedom since November 2024. He's been on his medical freedom. And when you ask, he say he's going to be brought to court. This is the reverses we found ourselves. Is this how people want to fight drugs? Do you think when it continues like this, are we going to, by any time soon, be free from drugs in this reverses? I'm not talking about the country as a whole, but reverses, the small reverses. So because who's this person? Somebody that is loading. Because I am a journalist, because I am connected to somebody, so you grab me with drugs, and then I say, oh, I'm sick. So you grant me medical leave or medical release or whatever from November till today as we are in studio. That Aaron is not in the county. Aaron has not faced trial. I know, and you know, that there are cases of drugs. There are cases that people were sent to court and they've been tried and sentenced since Aaron was arrested and sent to court. What is special about this Aaron? What is different about those people who were arrested? And for your information, for the public to know, there is a lady that was arrested 2 days ago with a lot of tramadol, and she has been in defense of the LDA incestors. Incestors. I know some officers are saying, oh no, the death found the girl with script, with empty script. But I'm telling you free of charge that it was not just empty script or empty strip of tramadol, but she was seen with a huge quantity of tramadol. She's yet to be sent she's yet to be sent to jail. She's yet to be charged, and she is there in the fence with the LDA. A very fat lady. Let me just describe her. Very fat lady. And she's there. She's there. Then we talk about this girl. Why has she not been sent to court? She committed a crime. Though she was tampered with. But we have to get updates. The people don't expect us to carry our microphone to the LDA, to the police, to say, oh, what about this case? Update the public. When you refuse to give the needed information, then you give room for speculation. When you refuse to give me the information I need, I know how to get it. I mean, apart I'm not incestuous, but I know that the lady is incestuous. She's in the fence. And she was arrested with a lot of tramadol. And when I sent one of my guys there, someone said, they told the guy, no, there was a search and seizure warrant. And then we searched her house and we just found a empty strip of tramadol. Oh, yes. They say every open with an armed robber. Go and search his house. Search and seizure warrant. But you came and saw ammunition in my house. Empty shells. I don't know. I'm not a legal person. But you saw something in my house that could link me to that crime. But he said, oh, because the empty gun shell, in fact, the single barrel found in his house, no round inside, so there's no reason holding him. What was she doing with tramadol that the empty strip was in his house? If the information that only empty strip of tramadol were found in her house, then what was she doing with them? How did it get there? Why is she not being questioned? But I can tell you for free, it was not just empty strip of tramadol. A huge quantity. So it's where we are, Cyrus. Yeah, it's where we are.
Yeah, Eric. I think when we got the information about a lady who was arrested with drug, I think the first person to contact is the DEA commander, who is the head of the agency in the county, to kind of get the needed information. But I was one person who called the DA commander, and then he told me that there was an investigation ongoing. So he's going to give me a call after they have concluded our investigation. So I waited, and thankfully he called me, kind of providing the information to me as relates to the girl who was infected. He said the girl was infected, the lady was infected for cautioning. So they obtained a search and seizure warrant to search for her house. So when they went there, they found the empty strips of the German dog, and then they invited her for cautioning. Well, he told us that this lady, she has a history of selling tramadol, or tramadol was once arrested with her, and the rest of it. So now she does not have, there was nothing arrested with her. What was seen in her house was the empty shot of the tramadol. So that was what he told me, and I was like, okay, that's it. So I think there are more need to be done in the fight against drugs. With the area issue that you made mention, I think the DEA, they have tried their best in arresting the situation. The DEA have tried, because where is it now? It is not under the jurisdiction of the DEA. It is now with the court. So the DEA don't have power over that case any longer. So yeah, so that's not about the lady case. She has the history of selling drugs. She was one arrested with German dog, and then the whole shot of it was found in her bag. And but let me say this, Eric. I think the community members' involvement in the fight against drugs is very much important, because you have people who live in that environment, but yet they are unable to provide some needed information to the security that will carry out the rest. So if all of us were gonna not provide the needed information, I was just watching on Facebook, I believe it, and Empire TV. Community members are now breaking down those. You know, they are now breaking down ghettos and the rest of it. They kind of, and those makeshift buildings, they are now breaking them down. You know, in Monrovia, I was just reading through, 3 persons died instantly from drugs. 3 young men, they died instantly from drugs. So it's nothing that will be taken lightly. You know, it's nothing that will be taken lightly, and everybody kind of have the, everybody is responsible for the fight. And one thing that we must say, Eric, the issue, we have to see how best national government can make some logistical and mobility support to the LDA that will help them in the fight. Another thing that needs to be done is the civil society need to get involved in terms of carrying out awareness, educating the public on how to handle drugs issues, how to report it, because many of the people, they are not really responding with the fight against drugs. Mind you, the DA will go arrest drugs and community member will resist, say, you are not carrying out this arrest, you will not carry this person, only because probably that person can maybe give or provide 1 or 2 things for the community. So at the end of the day, the community will kind of shield them, the community will kind of, protect them. So I think we have to go beyond that and also calling on the civil society people, the young people, and everybody, so that the issue of this drug is not solely rely on the court, it's not solely rely on the DEA, it's not solely rely on the police, but the community members, the civil society people, and everybody kind of have to get involved. Because mind you, you are in the community, you are in the house, and then somebody is there selling drugs, and you don't want to talk. It also undermine the fight against drugs. Let's establish that. It also undermine the fight against drugs. So everybody kind of need to get that kind of education. Everybody need to kind of get that kind of education.
Cyrus, you are correct. Yes. And let me tell you why people don't want to say when they know or they notice that people selling drugs, because of these things that are happening. If every drugs dealer right now in this country, I can tell you for free, they got some kind of connection. So the person in the community will be like, hey, they trust in here. You even talk about it, the people you see them, they put them in jail, they will not go to jail because they know they depending on some kind of people or something. And that's it. Our people are not trusting the system any longer. An offense is a non-bailable offense. Somebody is there, he said the man pee with blood, so we carry the man to hospital. Let one sheriff follow the man. I have seen that. One of the guys who is connected with this house on the top, he was sick. And the sheriff carried him to the hospital, and he was tied on his hospital bed with handcuffs. Why is Aaron Blyant's case so special that you can't carry him to the hospital with handcuffs on his hand? But from November up to today, he's a free man, and we are here talking about him. How do you expect somebody to report someone that is selling drugs? Because the person knows that when they talk about it, nothing going to come from order and show. No, absolutely nothing will happen because of connection. Trust me, that girl, by this time, they would have tried her, sentenced her, if there was no police involved with her. But that rape issue now, that's what they are using now, and they're going to shield that because if they press on her, they will bring this policeman. So saying they don't want to bring this policeman because of the connection, because he's wearing uniform, they are not going to hammer the girl. And that's it. That's a society we find ourselves in. So yeah, like you said, civil society should get involved, the community should get involved, but the people are not trusting the system anymore. So let me tell you, the community people can trust you and myself now more than trusting even the LDA. I say this for free. People can rather come to me and say, look, Opa, this person selling drugs. They cannot go to the LDA to say it because they don't trust them. It is you and myself that they trust. And that is why I would say, and I always say that I will continue talking about this. Because after us, the next generation, they will not be there. If we sit and look at it because you talked about it, they're going to look at you differently. They're going to name you. They're going to do this to you. You don't want to talk about it. We are going to talk about it. I got children. I got brothers. I got sisters. Today, in Soklinde, 4 young persons died because they took drugs. A lady from Red here in Riverside last week, or we before the last thereabout, died as a result of drugs in Basel, and her body was brought to Riverside. And you are saying because one police officer is involved, one LDA officer is involved, so you want to shield that, you want to place that under the carpet? We're going to say no. We're going to talk about it. And let me just talk to the issue of the commander saying this guy is not is not an officer of the LDA. I think the commander of the LDA should be questioned. I cannot give Zore Media reporting vest to anybody who is not a journalist. I cannot. DCN Radio cannot give her reporting vest to anybody in Sestans who is not a journalist. DCN cannot give an ID card to anybody who is not a journalist. So if you give your reporting vest to somebody and the person went out there and caused problem, and not once, not twice, the person is always wearing your vest, going out there, carrying your ID card, impersonating, and you didn't say anything, and the day the person calls for boom, they say, oh, that person not part of DCN Radio, the person did that man and social media reporter. No, then let me be questioned. Why am I using somebody to impersonate? So that the DA commander said to you, if he actually said that to you, then for me, I think he should be questioned. He should be questioned. Using somebody who is not an officer, he wearing your uniform, he going on operations with you. But the day he was grabbed with drugs, and he said, oh, I want to provide this clarity. He's not an assigned officer of the LDEA and blah, blah, blah. I think he needs to be questioned. It's 16 minutes after 9 o'clock and 0886507973. That's the number to call. 0886507973. That's the number to call. And some of our colleagues try coming on, but they're facing network problem. I don't know. We're going to go to the comment section and read some of the comments there. And then when we come back, we take a musical break. And after that musical break, we're going to open the lines and hear from the public. Folks, if you just join us, this is Frontline Focus Roundtable, DCN Radio. Good evening, Riverside, and of course, Cyrus is in studio there, and I'm here in a digital studio, and we are bringing you this. And the topic of the discussion, we're talking about drugs. We're talking about the trust of our people, the trust of the law enforcers. We're talking about when you are connected, you walk free, and then you can do drugs and walk free. Ourselves will fight with all the LDA or the police. That's Francis Vaughn. He said, we ourselves will fight with all the LDA or the police. You see? So our people, the confidence, the trust is going, it's dying away. And now, don't get me wrong. There are officers, LMP officers, LDA officers who are not satisfied with what is going on. Trust me. But you know the thing what I can say, oh, you can say in pepper and boss it. We know them. There will come a time that we are going to one day say, yeah, this officer was against this. This officer was against this. Yes, we know them. We don't want to have for something to happen to their jobs. We're not going to name them, but there are people within that are against the things that are happening. But there are people within that are embracing what is happening. Yeah, they are embracing that. So as a result of that, I mean, you catch the people, they go free. Everything you are saying is true. I am putting myself in the position of one of the victims. Since this evening, I saw that girl crying. I have been in tears because I have two little brothers, and one of them is a victim of drugs. That's Princess Mogonje, Princess Suma. Thank you for following us. So this is it. This is how the society is dying to drugs. And the people we're depending on to fight drugs are in the middle of this. But mind you, they don't want you to talk about it. And for me, I will talk about it because, I mean, that's it. I'm going to talk about it. I'm not going to stay on the radio here for the rest of my life. So when I leave, people who's supposed to take over from me, they are into drugs. And you got nobody to do what I'm doing? Is that what you want me to do? Hell no. We are going to continue talking about it. Sometimes somebody say, oh, my man, you let one man show. Oh, yes, I let one man show. I really, really let one man show because you catch my one, you carry my one. You're not carrying anybody myself. When we plant it now, then it will be like, oh, send it to catch open and looking for the other people. But let me be alone. Good day. I'm following from Tupelo Junction in Pinsville. That Darius David. Thank you for following the show. Share the video. Invite someone. So the number is on the screen. Those of you calling from Monrovia, watching from Monrovia, the number is on screen. You can call the number. Let's hear your thought. And those of you monitoring via radio, Cyrus, you can read the number, but still they can still call this number 0886-507973. You can also read that number too in studio. And then we're going to take our break, and then we come back. Then we listen to the public to hear the view. Henry Toyen, he said that's true. Every Opa show, bro. Thank you for following the show. Share the video and like the page. Don't forget to like our page. And this is a Riverside thing. Cyrus, read the numbers. Read the numbers. Let's listen to
Yes, Eric, I think our phone here it has problem. So I think we will use the line on your side. So I think I will call the line from your side 0886 507973. Again, 0886 507973. We are facing a little problem with our main line here in the studio, so I think we can use that one in the meantime. Yeah.
So thank you so much, Cyrus. 0886 507973, 0886 507973. For on behalf of the management and this team, we want to extend our sincere condolences with the civil society movement here in Riverside County and the Outland family for the loss of Simon Outland. Civil society advocacy as a whole in Riverside is dying gradually. And yeah, because you have George Trocon, one of the voices is he has been sick for some time now. He's not active, and the only person that the county was depending on, Simon Outland, passed off. So passed away. So I mean, it's bad for our county, especially at the time we are losing the county to drugs. People who supposed to be talking and the people they're sick, they're dying. I don't know how advocacy is going to be like now in Riverside County. So we extend our condolences. We are in empathy with the Outland family, and may God console them because He gave her and He take care. So call us on 0886 507973, 0886 507973. We're going to take a break and then we want to come back here.
To his command. It is then that we shall rise, we shall pursue, we shall overtake, and we shall conquer all of our adversaries, and we shall shout at last, the Lone Star forever, the Lone Star forever. Oh, long may it flow o'er land and o'er sea. This journey, Lord, never uphold it forever. And shout for the Lone Star battle. Oh, hell, be him, mama. You say
back to the days. And this one is done by Season.
You better go and turn it. Everything she keep doing to me. I'm a free man of Liberia. This time we may walk for nothing, my people. Even those from the country they are working. They are from country bring a down for you.
I contacted to draw checking box to stop a search. So during that process, we came in contact with these substances believed to be push. 12 arms of push, and the market value of this 12 arm of push is $4,800. Each of them costs $400. It is 12 arm of push. So from them, I instructed a team to bring them to CESTO for further investigation and prosecution.
The suspect was arrested directly from the bag of one of the officers.
So let us get that clear here. The alleged suspect in question people is alleging to be a DA agent. The information is false and misleading. He had heard DA in gathering intelligence before. We use him as an informant before to gather intelligence to do a piece of job that we were successful in. So he is now an employee of the LDA is not an exam officer of the LDA in Roses County.
So the one you're classified as an A.
Yes.
So how far is the investigation and what action are you going to take as a head of the DA in Rivers?
I can assure the public that the law is the law, and the punishment that is attached to people trafficking drugs is that punishment the person who is guilty going to face. So I can say that clear, and you guys can count on it. And I will also update the press with any information from this case.
Like people side my bag, don't see nothing there. Side my driver bag, don't see nothing there. Side the man bag, yesterday, last night, people bleed you and here in the place here. The people I have to say, ask the man, what is this? I said, the guy see the man, the bad one. I said, yeah.
So you mean this suspected drugs was in the bag of the LDA officer?
No, I don't know, sir. Because the police, I don't expect the police, the man is hard the one.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know what he did. So before you ask the people, I said suspect something from me or from you. Yeah, you understand? The immigration tell me. I said the man, I said suspect something for you. So you see how the side you saw. Okay, now you side my bed, you don't see what is there. Alhamdulillah, because me, I'm not smoking, I'm not drinking. I don't know what is drug. It's my first time seeing the one. You understand? So the people side the man bed, see the one there. Last night I have to see the one here. Even the people that I don't see it. Last night I see it, and then the day today in the morning, I don't know what happened to them. Okay. Yeah, people side my bed, side everything, see nothing for me. So you have no idea about this jobs. You want? I mean, you see, I said, I don't know nothing for this. It's my first time seeing the I shut up my door. Yeah, this is my first time seeing one. When we keep our channel, now, officer sitting there, the officer know that the room is so powerful. I said, oh, I can't show you. They say, I can't say, you try me, I can't myself. I said, but then look fine. No, I'm not moving up. I try to avoid, you understand? No, I get there, you give me there. I'm not tired there when you remember there. I put up the candy bar, tired. You can't put him in right now. I don't fucking can. In which you are your shop, it's a party bar. I'm a party bar. I'm a party. I'm a selling there. They check the thing. They say, who get better? Six, give me number there. I gave me number there. The one you're walking. I'm not just saying, I was saying, also. The way one week, say, oh, you can't trust them. And 1 year, I said, but then they are bringing, the family are bringing, where they're charging. And we say, well, I did it. When you get in trouble, when the quantity is car, you are not there. But then the charge it. Just you know, I said, yeah, when so, I said, just about what you there. He said, I know it. I want to tell you. But you say, you can't buy a charger there. Now we say, now I'm not going to so you're thinking about your schedule, where they say, okay, I said, as for now, because you have no idea. I tell you.
Someone said, you only minute back. Where to the children? Them can please pray to Yabastan and the federal league can say in Gambian that you even complain them to 2 questions. I say, my man, I know you. I say, but myself, I know you too. When you help me, so I beg you. I will level to all of so we should never Johnson. I had a command on Nima Johnson, which is mass. Say, my man, don't do inspection. On your back, and I hesitate, and they entered the poor brutality. And I put a low brutality. I gave you an instruction. I tell my bench, I'm not going over. I will never go over. Who they be was in your body. The inspection, see what is also said and quality on security. We're talking, I know what I'm discussing.
So you say, see what he's supposed to see. What he's supposed to see that he see. What he is supposed to see that he saw.
Meaning that he see the substance that me and him fighting.
The substance that you're fighting.
Yes.
As a LDA officers. You saw it directly in your bed.
Yes.
Okay.
It meaning that you confirm that this substance was caught with you. Yeah, I can't deny that the substance was not caught. Substance was caught.
When a day breaks, it brings issues that warrant discussion.
thank you, Sarah, for bringing that up, so that you took our minds back and making the viewers and the followers to know exactly what happened when Aaron was arrested. So, as I said, and I continue to say, the commander of the LDEA will not say anything here for me. You know, this guy we used him before to go on operation. He's an aide. I'm thinking whether they have anything like DEA aid, because I know that there is nothing like police aid. So you see somebody coming to you and say a police aid, that person is impersonating. And except that you have community police officers, I know, honor the law, they are there. But to get one man or get a person who say I'm a police aid, LDA aid, and you've been using this man over and over and again, and at the end of the day, the man was caught with drugs, escorting drugs, and you say, "Oh no, this guy he's not part of us. We just worked with him before." And if you just worked with him before, and that's what the man was depending on. That's why he was thinking. He said, "Oh yeah, because these people I work with them, they know me," and the guy was successful. Yeah, he was successful. Thanks be to somebody who would call us and say, "Look, drugs is entering your county, and we can fast track it so that people will get to know." Anything other than that, that drugs were going to land wherever it was going. So 0770461344. Those of you who've been sending up text, good evening to you, Madam Ruth Somada. Thanks for following. This is the Riverside Show, and I always follow the show. Thank you so much. Drugs is everybody's business. And if you are there and you say, "Hey, this thing here in our business, we're not talking inside," well, forever hold your peace. But of course, it is your children dying. Yes. Every day, we're losing them to drugs. Yeah. So that's it. Call us on 0886507973 or 0770461344. Those are the numbers you can call, and you want to be part of the show on this beautiful evening. It's 9:40. We got 20 more minutes to go. And Princess Soma, she says 4 young persons died. 4 young persons died today from drugs. And it's getting bad for our brothers, our sisters, and our loved ones are dying. Call us on 0770461344. Call us on 0886507973. Let's hear you all. Forever hold your peace. Yeah, forever hold your peace. Our people, they trust in the law enforcers. It's dying gradually because these are people that are connected. When happy in their shoes, once that person has a connection, yes, that person is a free man. You must have a connection to walk free. To walk free. Why would someone, it is. Hello? Hello, good evening.
My name is Ruth Somada, and I'm calling from GFA Monroe.
Let's hear you.
Our encounter with drugs will be passing through people that we expect to be maybe assisting law enforcement officers or whatever they call it, because I'm not saying in the country, and I don't know the exact story, but I'm following little by little, little I've heard. This is happening because after our generation, the generation that should follow after us, the guys that should be engineers, the guys that should be doctors, the guys that should be lawyers,
The guy that should sit down in the studio and say, oh, Opa is no longer here.
The guy that should be legislator, the guy that should be making laws, the guy that should be this house. Mothers are crying, weeping. Your 9 months, people sell drugs to these children. And the people that transfer these drugs to know some of them, that they are enforcement to law enforcement officer. Over my brother, this is misogyny. What happens? No to this. I like how the president was put it, and he river said, one thing I want for our people to do, sorry that I didn't speak to them in radio land, because it's their hurts. I'm a mother. I'm not born strong. I'm a mother. I'm not just born nowadays. Girls are also involved. River says was never like that. We used to see young people just even if there's no school, they used to be small. But I'm surprised the other day I was in River Center. So you see people now, like the other people you find in Monrovia, some of them are in our cities. It's bad. So whatever means that people can spin up in that country and say no to this, we must do it. And like the encourage our young people, nobody will do anything to you. Whoever you know that will be selling that drug, and still let them know whoever is linked to that. Before our country gets to a point, we are not many already in our country. People are not many in our country. The young people are not many. The handful we have that you cannot support them because you want to make money. You cannot support the young people because you of your selfish, your greed, and every other thing. We can't go to bless these people. So at least whatever means that the justice system can use, whatever means the journalists, the pastors, and whoever can use in that context to bring these people to book, let us do it. Because it's not too large, not too populated, that we can bring these people to book. Today, 3 young guys, 3 young people, over that one, there were 3. I'm listening to the girl on Facebook, 3 guys, to take on their body one day. How long will we bury our young people, our children? Mothers are crying. We beg you people that study these drugs. We beg you. We beg God to beg you. Please just leave our children alone. Please. And I know God for sure. He want to trust you people that you spoil another generation. The next generation going to be spoiled because you want to make money because of whatever reason. So, Opa, I thank you so well, my brother. Thank you for the rest of the other journalists that I carry this. But let's take this to the street. Let's take this to the pastor. Let's take this to whatever means that you can. Educate or do an awareness for our young people and other people that will be selling these things. Young men, young woman, if you know somebody know this thing and it's selling it to you, call their name. Show them up, whatever they are.
And this is where the issue of connection comes in, Madam Somada. The issue of connection, the communities, the people in the communities now are afraid. They don't trust the system. Opa is selling drugs, and somebody says, "Oh, Opa is selling drugs," and the system, instead of protecting the community, will protect Opa because of my connection. The community, the people are afraid. That's what I say.
The community student today, my brother, to go from ghetto to ghetto and bring the places. The community student, they come to ghettos down, places that they know the young people can be, to be smoking those things, to be drinking it, or whatever means that they're using. People student today, and they drop the places down and they burn it. You in the community, when you expect to go and do somebody need, because you feel somebody connected to rules, and they will show you how they could have rules. Trust me, it's going to be their children. Some of those connections that they're not in that country. It's going to be their children that was small. So when you sit there and watch Mr. John, that he said it just, and because you want to have it, I'm a rule, one year chairman, one thing, one day, I tell you, what I join into a chairman. John, you put out a bigger chair, which is number 5, you're saying, whatever counts, but don't you want to kind of change my people, actually, especially the drug me, and I bought a full section more that war was not put in this out. It's actually more, it wasn't connected to the testing. I want my name to sport. This thing is about to destroy the next generation. another thing that before you really just walk up and do them and join to
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And we actually appreciate it. We're going to bring you on this show so that as a mother, as a sister, as a friend, so you can talk to especially women. That's what we're going to be doing now. We'll bring.
When you see it, when they even in the Bible, a butcher is the one to his father, a bastard is a thief to the mother. When the child's father said that when the boy brings poultry, they said that my keeper said that my son. But when that child spoke, they would say, "That was so that as well." So again, you let them talking to somebody. When you even want to talk, tell somebody, let them tell somebody, let them tell somebody. Or tell the rich to over there the rest of the children. Please, the journalists will not be afraid to talk it. When you want to call them, detail the journalists. That will be the ones to talk it. Thank you so much for picking my call.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, madam. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Madam Samara. Thank you so much. And Cyrus, you listen to Madam Samara. What says you? Cyrus? You listen to Madam Samara?
Yes, sure. I listen to her, and I must say she said it all. The issue of drug is honestly affecting the generation that should be taken over. So everybody kind of have to join the fight, because if we don't, the society that will take over the next generation will be that kind of drug society and just that. So we have to protect the future of our country in every way, in any way that we think we can protect the future of our country. The youth is falling. We have to kind of get serious. Everybody have to join the fight. Whether you're in a country, you're outside of the country, you can talk to people, you can carry out these awareness, you can encourage the young people to leave jobs, you can find something for the young people to be doing, you can, kind of create a strategy or a program that will kind of take the young people from these harmful practices. And she said it out. And then when we think we can fight drugs, we can fight it without fear, without favor, without anything. We can fight it to the letter. So Eric, I think Madam Samara have said.
Sure, Cyrus, we can fight drugs. Yes, she says it all. My thing is that the community will still be a little bit afraid, because they know that, once the person has a connection, nothing is going to come from all of it. In fact, you say it too much, you are in problem. Riverside is a county where everybody knows everybody. What happened in Monrovia today, in Singa, or wherever, where the people jump in the streets and went from ghetto to ghetto, you want to saw those people, you saw them on social media. Nobody knows those people. After everything, nobody knows them, nobody going to go after them. But here, everybody knows everybody. Everybody knows Cyrus, everybody knows every Obaduo, everybody knows just everybody. So, Oba was the one who reported that this person had drugs, so they had the person arrested. The family want to go against you. For me, like I always said, I have the thick skin. My skin is very thick. I have a bulletproof jacket. I'm not afraid. If saying the truth will land me behind bars, let it does. Yes, let that be. But tomorrow, the generation will be free. That's all about it. But the community is afraid. Trust me, the community is afraid. Because when they say it, they will go after them. People know them. Kidoki, thank you for following. We're talking drugs. The number to call to participate on the show, 0770-461-344. You can call Lunsa 0886-507-973. This is Frontline Focus Roundtable, DCM Radio. Good evening, River says. We are broadcasting from our studio here in Yabatan and being simulcast on DCM Radio there in Sesame City. So speak now or forever hold your peace. You got your children, your nephews, your nieces. They are dying on a daily basis. And you say, oh, because of this, if I say it, this is what will happen to me. Forever hold your peace. Or let's talk about it. What we're going to be doing now, we're going to be bringing people on the show to provide education, talk to people, peers to peer. Let's talk to this caller. Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
The name and where you call from?
My name is Amonje Bridget.
Thank you for always following the show. Let's hear you. What's your thought?
So, I just want to explain a short story before getting my point. How to fight against drugs and the water council.
Let's hear you.
And Amonje, I was raised by a reverend woman, and that lady gave birth to 2 children, 1 girl, 2 boys. Out of those 2 boys, who is a victim of drug today. And I can tell you seriously that thing is eating me up. I lost my mother 2014. And those 2 boys, they lost their mom and dad. I am the mother, I am the father, I am the sister, I am the only person in their life. And all through our lives, we have been trying to something in school. I have been trying to do everything for them. A young girl like me at my age, only to discover that my brother is seriously into drugs. And my brother was even living just in the graveyard. Yes, it breaks me down a lot. So this fight against drugs is not something we are going to take seriously and lightly. It's something that we get ourselves involved in it. I think what we need to do now is to put ourselves together, like the way you see some people, 4 street single people, they started their fight against drugs, fight over this money. Their family. They started breaking ghettos down. My brother, I think we need to come together. If they will call us to leave our job in Monterey, we can leave if they come to Riverside. We come together and start a big campaign. We don't need to wait on government officials. Most of our government official children are out of this country. We the local people, we the poor people, we have our brothers, our sisters in this country. So whatever affects this country will affect our brothers and sisters. So we need to come together. We don't need to wait for EA boss or we want them to say something against drugs before we fight it. Yes, we need to come together and fight against drugs in Riverside. So I just call to tell you whenever you people are ready to fight against drugs in Riverside, as soon as I go online or you say anything on social media, I will keep going there and I will be on my way right away to Riverside. We need to get our team to strategize in how to come on those people or to work for them. And even with that, even once involved into this, we will work with early in the morning. You know, if they want to be involved, they are affecting our brother or our sister or our children, we should let it be known. We will work for it.
Princess, let me just tell you a story. You would not believe it, but I mean, it's kind of weird, but that's the fact. I went to a shop. That was some 4 or 5 months ago. And I sat there, and this LDEA officers, fully unified, came to the shop, bought some things, and then he turned around. He was about leaving the shop. He put his hand in his pocket. And when he removed his hand, you will not believe that a wrapped opium dropped from his pocket. I don't know whether he saw it, whether he did not see it. He pretended as though he didn't see it. And I called him back. I said, officer, your opinion drop. You know me now? And he turned around and picked it up with P and D. He wanted to say, when people see it again, they call it opinion, but now knowing that different thing. And people were there. I was like, are you kidding me? This is the person that will go stand to checkpoint and you thinking that they will arrest drugs? They go to the various checkpoints to escort the drugs and not to arrest it. Because they themselves are seen with this. And this is something we need to fight.
We need to fight it. And when we fight it, we don't need their opinion in fighting.
No.
We don't need their opinion because Eric, I met in Monterrey. Our lady on the Oro, I moved from Oro, and I moved in the not because I work with the General Corporation. But I moved from Oro because of the ghetto. All of us already in Oro, there was ghetto. And my whole life is boys. My two little brothers, and then my two boys, my two children are boys. So I had looked at 4 boys children. So therefore, it's not something that's coming to do with fun because one thing I know is most of the ghetto these days is the DS that get their adida. They got the people standing for them. That's why you see when they arrest the people in on the day, the people become out the community because they are investing into the business. And you see any business there, just like any business, they just getting money. And his business that he's doing.
You are correct, my sister. Yeah.
Eric, I beg you, you need to find a thing that we all will say. Once there's some people started, if you want some people started, some people started, some people already started. Every one of us just started that will be making progress against jobs.
Thank you very much. Thank you very, very much, Princess. And of course, I will talk to you offline and to tell you what are some of the plans we have put in place already. I'll talk to you offline. Thank you so much for calling. Your points are well taken. Call us on 07704613440886507973. And you want to be a part of it. Cyrus, you listen to Princess.
I listen to her, Eric. You know, she is a victim of drugs because she narrated a story where one of her brothers is now addicted to drugs and she's willing to fight drugs at all costs. You know, she even have 2 children who are boys too and living in an environment where, you know, you have ghettos all around. It forces her to move and the rest of it. So drugs is affecting us directly or indirectly, one way or the other. You know, we can be affected and just that. So yeah, we all can rise up as other countries are doing. We can do the same in reverses. We can see how best, and now you can. The drugs is now being transported in the rural areas. If you go to the gold mines, these are places that you find the drug users and the drug dealers. So if drugs is not in sectors, it's not mean that no drugs in Riverside, but go to these gold mining areas, go to Atia, go to Glanya, go to St. Beach, go to these places. These are the hardcore areas when you want to see drugs, and that kind of bad things that can really happen in that areas. So we hardly go there to kind of get it information from there. But if you were to go there every time, there are some bad stories being reported from there and just that. So I think everybody can fight drugs in whatever means. I think we are already out of time now. So I think it was great to what she said. She makes a lot of sense, and we hope that everybody can join the fight. Hello,
Thank you
Eric.
ever so much, Carlos. Thank you so much for being on the show tonight. It was good. And let's say many thanks to all of those people who follow the show, those of you who put through your calls, those of you who could not get through because of network. We're hoping that on Friday, you're going to be part of the show. We're going to be talking about drugs here. We're hoping that we are going to invite Mother Samara to be on the show, not just to call, because she will have much of the time to talk to the women, to talk to the girls, children about drugs. Thanks to Princess Soma. Thank you for calling on the show. Those of you who follow this night, we would like to say thank you very much for following the show. Let us all first drug because it's a national emergency, and it should not be the issue of connection. When you are connected and then you cannot go to jail, you can go to trial only because you are connected. Almost every drug dealer in this county is connected to some kind of high profile person. It's either an LDA officer or a police officer. Now, don't get me wrong. There are some people, there are some officers who are fatally against this. But sometimes they are alone. Sometimes they are just two, just one, just three, and they cannot beat the system alone. They are depending on us. We know them. But there are a lot of them. I mean, you're walking in the street and you see DA officers smoking opium. Yeah, marijuana. You're walking in the street and you see them. That's what's happening in Riverside. This is the thing. People are now hiding behind this thing. Oh, you don't have enough evidence to prove. Yes, but the children are spoiling. Oh, yes, you don't. So while we're looking for the evidence, we're going to be telling you that this person, they are involved. Officers are involved. I just told you that an officer of the LDEA put his hand in his pocket, and what came out of that pocket was marijuana, or what we call opium, the wrapped one. People were there. He pretended as though he did not see it, and I called him by your opium trap. I never had my camera with me that day. I regretted the day and the hour I ever went out there without my camera, because I wouldn't have him read on camera. If he's monitoring, he knows what I'm talking about. And when push comes to shove, we're going to start naming some of them here. Those of them that we have pieces of evidence on. But that's it. Thank you ever so much, those of you who follow the show tonight. It's Frontline Focus Roundtable tomorrow, around 8 p.m. We're going to bring a repeat of this show right here. My name is Eric Obadwin, of course, the CEO of CMAC Liberia. CMAC is Zodi Media and Communications, and DCM Radio, Good Evening Riverside. This show was simulcast on DCM Radio. Thank you so much for following. Go to bed, sleep well. Let us first drop. Thank you ever so much. Well, people still, coming up with comment. Thank you, Madam Samara. I said name and shame them. Let's say no to drugs. Yes, we're gonna name and shame them. We are not going to be afraid. We're gonna name them and shame them. Even if I'm in jail, I will be in the jail and tell people this person. It doesn't matter. Look, when I'm ready for my work, I have to tell people it doesn't matter who is involved. It doesn't matter who is involved. It can be my brother, it can be my sister. Once you are involved, trust me, I don't care. Yeah, I don't care. So folks, that's it. That's all we have time for tonight. Thank you so much, Sarah. Thank you, Ruth. Thank you, Princess. Thank you, Jared Dobley. Thank you. I mean, all of you who followed the show tonight, who commented on the show, thank you ever so much. God's willing, we're going to be a Friday, but this show will be rebroadcast on tomorrow evening, same time. Have yourself a wonderful, wonderful night. Bye-bye from my end.
What's going on, everyone? Chelsea D here. If you're looking for the latest news and entertainment, there's only one source, and that is Voice TV Africa.